Hey Tubies, it's me, Deidre. I am back today with another review. This one today is going to be on the, sorry, I'm distracted a little bit. The new Maybelline Fit Me Shine Free Foundation. It's the new one that they have. It's, I guess, they're launching the new Fit Me product over. I don't know if they're keeping the foundation because they do have a foundation of this, which a lot of people hated. But I did see that they had new blushes. I didn't see any of the bronzes like they had, and I didn't see concealers, but at the stand at the Walgreens that I got it at, they had foundations and then they had new blushes, which the blushes look really nice. I'm going to go back and get some of those blushes too. But today I'm just talking about the foundation stick. It had like 12 shades, I think it was, and it had it in the category of light, medium, and dark. And I think there were 4 shades in each category of, like 4 shades light, 4 shades medium, and 4 shades dark. I'm pretty sure. The dark shades are not that dark. I have mine in 355 coconut, and I don't know if it's really showing up, but this is the darkest shade that they have. And I do remember when I tried the other Fit Me foundation that this color was a perfect match for me, so I just assumed that it would be the same because the colors and the shades are the same as their other Fit Me line. So if you know your shade in that one, it's the same colors, which I was excited about because most drugstore foundations I cannot wear because they do not have a shade for me. I have to buy 2 shades and mix them together, and I have no desire to do that. So when I saw this, I was excited because I was like, I knew I could wear this without having to mix it, put a powder on top, and make magic work, or make magic happen and to make it work. But I purchased mine at Walgreens for $8.99, but I know that they're cheaper at like Walgreens. I think it's like $6. So if you can get it from like Target or Walmart, it's always more expensive at Walgreens, CVS's, and Rite Aids and places like that. Now, this foundation is a stick foundation, as you can see. You don't get a lot of product in it. I have been using this for about a week and a half now, so it's been used. This is what it looks like. It's all messy in there. Now, there's no description of the product on the product itself of the what this does, so I'm on Maybelline's website right here, and I will tell you what it says. It just says, our first gel stick foundation with an anti-shine core. Fresh gel foundation blends to a flawless matte finish. Lightweight powders in the anti-shine core instantly dissolves excess oil. Now, the first time that I wore this foundation, I wore it with no primer. I wore with nothing that would mattify my face because I am an oily girl. So anytime I see something that says anti-shine, shine-free, mattifying, I'm all over it because I'm oily. So I didn't have high hopes for this product because usually whenever something says shine-free, mattifying, anti-shine, it doesn't do much for me anyways. I don't feel like I'm an extremely oily person, but I do have combo oily skin, and usually I still always get oily. Now, like I said, the first day that I wore this, I wore it with no powders, no primer. I did wear a primer, but I didn't wear like a mattifying primer. I just wore a regular primer, and I didn't set my face with like a mattifying powder. I just set my face because I do think you need to set this if you have oily skin. But and by like 4 hours, I started to get shiny in this area, and I did end up blotting and touching up to, take the shine away. So I would have to not agree with the shine-free part. I don't know if they mean like if you're not oily, you won't get shiny, but for me, I got shiny throughout the day. And after I blotted my face and applied a little bit of powder, I still got oily probably 4 hours later, even after that. So it does keep you oily or control your shine for about a good 4 hours. But after that, it's not going to control your oil all day, which I didn't think it was. But for 4 hours, it's pretty good. There's no SPF in here, so it's probably really good for taking photos. I have not taken photos with this, unfortunately, so I can't really tell you. But I will say that this glides on very smoothly. And it's right here. I don't know if you don't mind that swatch right there. But It glides very well. It blends very easily. I had absolutely no problems with it blending into my skin. I loved it. I applied it with, when I first used it, I tried to use it with my flat top angled kabuki brush from Sigma. I tried to use the, what is it? The Real Techniques Expert brush. I think that's what it's called. It's a pretty dense round brush. I tried to use it with that. I didn't like the way it applied. I feel like it's best applied with fingers. You just take it and you kind of just glide it on your face like that and then apply it with your fingers, and I feel like that gives you the best coverage. It looks the best because with the brushes, I felt like you could see the brush strokes on my face where it just didn't move and it just didn't blend like I liked it. But if you can find a way to get it to work for you with the brush, I'm sure it will look great. But for me personally, I just think that it works best when you apply it with your fingers. Now, it says that it's a flawless matte finish or something like that. I don't agree with that. I don't think it's a matte finish. I think it's more of like it's not a dewy finish, but it's not matte, so it's like a natural finish. When I applied it, I felt like it looks a little more dewier, but I don't want to say dewy. I guess I don't know what that word is that I'm looking for, but it's definitely not matte. So I applied powder over it. Today I used this Revlon Nearly Naked powder to go on top. I do feel like if you're oily, combination oily, you should definitely apply some kind of setting powder to your face because you will get probably oilier. You can or keep the oil at bay a little bit longer. Now the rest of the days that I wore the foundation, I did apply mattifying products underneath it, and it held all day. But I'm not gonna say, or I mean, I didn't get shiny like the whole day, but I'm not going to say that it necessarily had anything to do with this foundation. It probably had more to do with what I used under my skin and over it. But I will say it did wear pretty well throughout the day. I will say by the end of the 8 hours that I typically wear it, because that's how long I typically wear foundation for, at least 8 hours, it did look like it started to like wear off like around in my mouth and in my nose area, but for the most part it stays on your face for a good 8 hours. I don't think you can get too many more hours out of it, but 8 hours is typically, or to me, is a very long time. And so, you know, it does what it should do. It's not claiming to be a long-lasting foundation anyways. So I thought, you know, for the price, for the amount, you don't get a whole lot in here. And I don't know if it says, wait, you get 0.32 ounces. So, I mean, it's not a lot, and I can't see this lasting very long if you use this every single day. But for the price, it's not that bad. I like that it's very travel friendly. You don't have to worry about pumps, and it's very easy to apply. It's not messy. You know, like with pumps, you have to pump it on your hand or put it on your face or pump it on something. This is just very easy. You could even use this as like a touch-up if you didn't want to use it as your main foundation, but you wanted to use it as something that you use to touch up throughout the day. That would totally work. Would I rebuy this foundation again? Yes, I would, because I do think it's a good foundation. I didn't have any problems with it. I didn't feel like I broke out from it. I feel like it does its job. I didn't say the coverage. The coverage on this, I would say, is light to medium coverage. I don't think this is full coverage. I think it depends on your skin and what you're trying to cover. I feel like if you have a lot of marks on your face, whether it be like dark spots or acne marks like I have, it does not cover it up. I find that I still have to apply concealer once I'm done applying the foundation, which I'm okay with because I would rather use concealer than trying to keep applying this and applying this and applying this to get it to cover, because then after a while I feel like it would look cakey. Although this is not a cakey looking foundation, it looks very nice and natural on your skin. It feels like your skin, you know, it doesn't feel like you're wearing makeup. You know how sometimes you wear makeup and it feels like you're wearing makeup, and that when you look at your face it looks like you're wearing makeup. I totally don't feel like I ever get that with this. It looks really nice on your skin. But I totally lost my train of thought there. I don't remember what I was saying. What was I saying? I don't remember. But yeah, it doesn't look cakey. I know I was just saying that, but it glides on nice. It wears well. It looks natural on your face. It's relatively cheap. Would I repurchase it again? Yes, I would. Like I said, I think it's a nice foundation. Some people may not like it, but I have no complaints with it. I think it serves its purpose. I think it could be used for all skin types. I think dry people would especially like this because it seems like it has a moisturizing properties to it, but I think shiny girls, us oily girls, we would be just fine with it. And just set it with some powder, put on the mattifying something because it's not a matte finish and it's not going to keep you oil free all day. I am wearing it today, in case anybody was wondering. The lighting in here is not so great, so you're not going to be able to really see it on my face. But I do think it looks really nice. So if you're around my skin tone, my shade, this is the darkest shade, which I said it's not very dark. I'm at NC50 and MAC, so if you're in that shade, this should work for you. The darkest one, 355 Coconut. I feel like I'm forgetting something, like I always feel that way. But, that's my review. Thanks for watching, and until next time, peace out.